Hello and welcome to PMC English. This is Aisha Farasi and welcome back to our segment of Social Heroes. In this episode of Social Heroes, we have someone who is making a change through her foundation, which is Be the Change. She is none other than Lavanya, who holds multiple hats as a motivational speaker, a podcaster, and also through her initiatives, which are She Inspires, hair donation initiatives, body donation initiatives, and many more. So she basically holds multiple hats. So in this episode, we are going to know about her life journey and what inspired her to take this step and to take her passion forward through her organization, which is Be the Change. So let's welcome Lavanya in this episode of Social Heroes.
Thank you, Aishi. Thanks for warm welcome.
So happy to have you here in our studio today.
Thanks a lot.
Yeah. Firstly, starting with Lavanya, we would love to know who is Lavanya, where is she from, and why did you take up this decision of helping others, especially the underprivileged people, through your organization, which is Be the Change?
Thank you. So basically I started this organization Be the Change when I was a student, when I was pursuing engineering. So at the age of 18 I can say. So it's all about, I always think like we have only one life. I really need to give something back to the society. So with that motto I started this organization. So it's been 3.5 years. I have been successfully running this organization, helping multiple people, reaching out ground levels and helping women, children. There are many projects that's been going on. So it's all about, I believe when we take one step forward, that's where humanity grows.
So Lavanya, like from a very long time, you must have had this thought of, starting the organization and helping people in a larger scale. So when did Be the Change start?
So it's been almost 3.5 years. In 2018, we have started this organization. We are an officially registered organization. So we do a lot of project. In that our major project is women empowerment, where we go to slum areas, dumping yards, villages. We interact with women. We also provide sanitary packets for free of cost, because menstrual health and hygiene is something, we feel like it's a taboo. So we go to them, we interact with them. Most of the women in slum areas, they doesn't even know that what the period is, how sanitary pads should be used. So we talk a lot of these things.
And what was the trigger point in your life where you felt that, no, this is the time that I need to start this organization and start helping people on a very large scale through this organization?
So the first motivation factor is when I was a child, when I was pursuing my 6th standard. So I was really motivated by Mother Teresa's story, which was taught in my 6th standard. I used to tell this story many times, because that is the major motivation factor what I am today. So Mother Teresa, when she was a 12 years old girl, she used to go to slum areas, she used to go to handicapped, physically, mentally handicapped people, she used to serve them. So there is a trigger point, I really want to do something like her when I was a child. But while I was pursuing graduation, inter, 10, so I didn't get chance to serve the people, because I also have a low confidence. I was a very introvert student. So all these barriers, I've been overcoming all these challenges. Then in 2018, when I was pursuing my BTech second year engineering, so I found this the right time. So because time is running like anything, so this is the right time where I need to put my efforts, my skills, my time and effort for the people. So that's where I started this organization.
Like in the initial stage, like who were your support systems, your family, friends, like who were just back you that go ahead with this, Lavanya?
So this is completely unplanned, I can say, because life is never be planned, right? So I didn't tell my parents, friends or any of my network. I alone taken this initiative without no plan, without proper knowledge as well. But only one thing in my heart and mind is that I really want to do something. I really want to create some change in the society. It might be 0.001% also. It creates a lot of impact. So initially it's me who supported me.
So yeah, like you were your biggest support system. So Lavanya, like when you started this organization, that is Be the Change, so what was the first campaign, or how did you start with, roaming around in the slums and helping out people?
First ever flagship project that we have done is food drive. We served food for 500 plus people in Bachpalli slum area. So at the time I I gathered 150 plus volunteers at a stretch. Even I was a very introvert student then. When we have a passion, all things comes together. That's what I believe. So that is the major project that we have done. After that, we went to a slum area which is located nearby Miapur. Then we have done some sort of survey where we would like to understand the people's mentality, women mentality, what are the challenges that are faced by women and all. So after that, we have done this menstrual health hygiene project where we distributed sanitary pads for 300 to 400 women. There also I used to gather 150 plus volunteers. Then I felt it's like youth are more of they are looking forward to serve the people. They need some platform, they need some change making platform. So that's where I connected all the youth from different states as well. Even right now we have volunteers across India. So that is the major project that we've done.
So what are the coming campaigns, or what are you planning to do more for the people around?
Yes. So we majorly focusing on women empowerment a lot, because there is a quote, if women is empowered, she can empower all the society. So right now we have been focusing on women mental health as well, menstrual health, and also we want to give them a chance to share their stories. We want them to explore their skills, and also we have another initiative called She Inspires, where we bring a lot of entrepreneurs, women from all walks of life. We also once in a year we also conduct an event called Born to be Extraordinary, where we acknowledge women from all walks of life. So that is another initiative.
And also in the initial stage, you have spoken about She Inspires. So I would want you to stress more about She Inspires, like what is it all about and what does this initiative stand on? Like what are the key points of this initiative?
Yes, so it's been two plus years, She Inspires. So I always think women is someone who is full of energy, full of skills and talent. She needs that one platform where she can get a chance to explore, she can get a chance to express her feelings. So She Inspires is exclusively for women and girls of college going or 16 plus years. So they can come and learn from entrepreneurs. Let's say some ex-entrepreneur has started some company, so some Y girl in some college, she wants to start same sort of company, so she needs some knowledge about it. So we'll provide practical knowledge from that entrepreneurs, so it's free of cost completely. So that is all about She Inspires. So and every Women's Day we do a Born to be Extraordinary acknowledgement thing, where we invite nomination from different women from all walks of life. That's where we select 20 plus top stories among 200 to 300 stories. Even right now that thing is going on. We got 500 plus nominations. In that we selected 30 plus people. So those are going to be honored on coming International Women's Day.
Wow, wonderful. So it's like Be the Change, then She Inspires. Are there any other initiatives that you're planning to bring up?
So these all sub-initiatives comes under Be the Change itself. So we have Celebrate Life, where we focus on mental health a lot. So we talk very practical things with the fun and practical ongoing things. So it's completely mental health initiative, where we believe that if our mental health is completely strong, we can achieve anything. If we start believing in ourselves, we can achieve anything. So that's what the major thing behind Celebrate Life, because each and every moment we need to celebrate our life. So the Celebrate Life is all about personal growth and also mental health.
Okay, and also now at this recent times where mental health is more focused because of this pandemic, so how do you characterize this mental health, that how important it is for the people around?
Yes, so during pandemic also we conduct a lot of online session on mental health, because these days we can see we are really adapted to negative thinking easily. Because if we get, let's say being a student, if I get failed in something, so a lot of the students are committing the suicide, they are choosing a wrong path, they are really spoiling their life. If they have a right guidance, a right path, so they can create wonders. So it's all starts from within, it all starts from again connecting to mental health. So we do a lot of online session on mental health, bringing out experts and clearing audience questions and all. Even I personally, even sometimes I was into depression, I was into very low confidence, so I overcome myself also. Now I am teaching what all the strategies, what all tips and tricks that I followed to overcome all these things.
So like apart from this, you are a YouTuber, a motivational speaker,
Yes.
a podcast, you like hold a multiple hats. So how did you land up with this?
Thanks for that. Yes. So I really believe that if a person has a passion towards doing something, she or he can do a lot of the 100 things at a time. So it's all about starts, how passionate you are, how dedicatedly you are thinking about one thing to start. Let's say when I was starting Be the Change, I have zero network. Right now I have a lot of network across India and other countries as well. So it's all start your passion towards doing things. So right now I make videos on YouTube, podcast, Spotify, YouTube. I also write a lot of things. I have a page called Lavanya where I write a lot of things on life and motivation. So it's all about, you need to introspect yourself. What is your real capability? What is your to extent capability? What is your 100% capability? So then you will definitely create wonder. So that is the major factor which always pushes me to do some multiple things.
You know, you truly stand on that quote that where there is a will, there is a way. So you truly define that quote.
Thank you.
Yeah. So like apart from this, we would love to know about your personal life. Like what are your dislikes, what are your likes, like what are your personal choices?
Yes. So apart from this, I'm much passionate about writing and all. So with that passion, I started working for one of the television channel recently. So yes, I always feel that okay, right now these 5 minutes I got. So how can I utilize these 5 minutes to create some impact, you know, which gives me self satisfaction and also which benefits others. So that is my thought process since childhood. So if I get 5 minutes, I network with people. I would love to hear the people's problems. I don't know, I always feel like I was the people's person. So I used to write a lot, I used to interact with the people, I used to learn from the people, because life is a continuous learning process. So these are the basic things that I've been learning in this journey.
It's, you know, it's so lovely knowing about somebody who at a younger age is doing a lot for the society. You're setting up a great example to the society that, you know, if you have that passion inside you, then you can do wonders in life. Lovely knowing about you, Lavanya. So it's like you also focus and you also urge people for hair donation. So like what is the main motive of, you know, donating hair, and how does that help people?
So hair donation is something people are unaware of it. Okay, so 2 times I have donated my hair. I used to have a very long hair. In 2019, yes, in 2019 I donated my hair for the first time, and recently it's been 2 to 3 months ago again I donated. So these hair would be used for making wigs for the cancer patients. You know, cancer patients are already facing through a lot of depression, so they don't have a assurance towards their life. So when they see in the mirror, at least if they have hairs like a normal people, it really gives them a lot of confidence, happiness. So that is the major motto. So wigs cost thousands if you go and buy. So if somebody who is voluntarily coming towards and give their hairs, so there is a lot many genuine organization which makes wigs for free of cost. So that is the motto. So just to spread smiles on cancer patients.
Okay, lovely. So how can people donate hair? Like, are there any organizations that are working for these cancer patients?
Yes. So hair donation for Hyderabad, there is a page in Instagram. I personally know them. So they'll only, if you want to give complete hair also fine, or they have some criteria like these many centimeters that you need to give. So that is the major thing. So if you want anybody to contribute your hair, donate your hair, you can check, or you can also contact me. We are also providing this opportunity to people to donate their hair.
So also, like we have known a lot of things from you, but still I want to know that when we talk about your initiatives, that is mostly focused on slums. So what was your idea, or what was your thought process of just focusing on the slums?
So if I would like to mention why slums, why underprivileged community, you know, if you go and touch the ground fields like villages, or you know, 70% of the people are below poverty line. Actually, even the percentage might be more randomly, roughly. So at least if we can touch one soul, one person, if we can educate one person, one family, if some girl from some underprivileged community get education, if she can become a something great, she can impact 100 people. So the people who is living in the city, they don't need impact, they don't need inspiration, they don't need, help and all. But the people who are living in the slum areas, the people who are, in Hyderabad as well, there are a lot of slums. I personally go to a slum which is located in Omkar Nagar. You can see we can't stand there at least 1 to 2 minutes. There is a lot of garbage, mud. Children are very unhygienic. When I go there, I sit sand only. There is a lot of arts. People doesn't even have food, clothes, proper clothes. Even women and girls, they don't even access for the sanitary pads. So seeing all these things, why they are not getting these privileges, at least basic necessity things. It's not privilege, basic necessity things like food, water, sanitization, health. So these all are provided by government as well. We have a lot of schemes. Even as an educated person, I don't even know what are the schemes are, because there is a lot of gap between people and government. So after seeing all these things, even right now I have this much knowledge, but when I started this organization, I don't even know all these factors, all these things. But only one thing is, I really want to create some smile on some stranger face, those who are really in need. It's not like those are completely happy, earning 5 figures of salary. It's not like that. The people who is really crave for one time meal, that is the major factor behind it. So we go to slum areas, we interact with people. There is an incident I can share. So the first year of my experience in social journey, when I was doing some activity in slum area, so the children are very uneducated, very unpolite, because it's not their mistake. The community, they born and brought up, so they throw rocks on us. They there are a lot of things which are very dangerous actually. So okay, so after seeing those, people may think there is no use of doing all these things, spending time, spending money on them. But only one thing is, the real impact comes when you do things consistently. It's not about one time you go and talk to them. It's about consistently, repeatedly, unless you feel like satisfied, you feel like getting some result out of it. So that is my major focus, major inspiration factor. So initially I worked with one organization. It's an online based volunteerism. So I feel like it's my destiny. It's my destiny planned by God to serve the people. So I always wanted to work for organizations. I always wanted to work as a volunteer, but I was a very orthodox myself. I always know to modern things. If somebody, even I comes from a background where if girl wears a jeans, or girl talk to the boys, it's the biggest sin. So that is my mindset when I was started this organization, because that community and family which I come from, it's completely traditional, completely orthodox. Even one more thing is, I'm the only girl child from my entire family who is got educated and who is completed graduation completely. Okay. So if girl crosses 18 years, she meant to be married. But I was a very, very bright student right from first class. So my parents supported me to continue my education. I am the only girl child who completed graduation, who is into engineering, who can speak English, who can fly through flights. So all these things, by saying, after my next generation can get inspiration from me. So
I don't know about the next generation, but the present generation and me sitting in front of you, I'm getting so inspired by your life journey. It is so wonderful to know about this.
Thank you.
So like you said that, you started your journey 4 years back, and since 4 years you have been working with all of this, you are trying to make a change in the society. I would want to know about your life journey, like the Lavanya which was 4 years back and the Lavanya which is right now. So how did your life evolved in this 4 years?
Yes, it's completely amazing, I can say. The passion is same. Again, the passion is same, but the learnings and experience that I've been through mold me like it's not perfect person, but still I'm learning. But it gives me a lot of experience, bad, good, excitement, happy, taking awards in a international level, and also crying in my own bed. So all these things all together, it's a roller coaster kind of experience. But right now I can say, if you stand, and again, if you stand in our decision, whether it might be fail or success, we can one day we can, experience that, that success.
So, Lavanya, like when you go on ground and when you work on these campaigns and activities, I know that you must have gone through a lot of things, like when it comes to mental challenges or emotional challenges. So, what is Lavanya's style of relaxing?
Actually, these questions I used to get from my friends and family also, because people feels me like I'm a very boring person, because I always talk about issues. I always talk about like arrangement of blood, plasma, or I always talk about fundraising for some XYZ person. I always talk about. But again, let's say some girl is very passionate about going, going for some movie because she wants to learn some movie tricks. Some girl is passionate about writing something. Some girl is passionate about chilling at club or pub. So it's their style of enjoying the life. So it's not like if you're doing social service, it's not like boring thing, or it's not like you are some traditional or something like you're thinking old or older version. People always calls me like you should be born in 1947, and it's not like that. Being a modern also, you can serve the people. So my style of thinking is, it's not age is just a number, because I started organization when I was 18. So people who is 45, 60 also appreciates me, like we don't get a chance when we were young. So in life there shouldn't be any regret. If you want to do something, it might be bad or good. Again, it might be bad or good. Do it right now. Then only you'll realize your purpose of life.
And also, our founder Patriji sir, he always stresses on people to find their purpose of life, like why are they here in planet Earth. And you have already known the purpose of life at a very young age, that you want to serve people, you want to give them a better life, and that's the wonderful thing about it. Also, Lavanya, like when we start this organization, what we generally face is that the monetary support, because working on a very large scale, we need a lot of help from people, we need volunteers, we need the monetary supports. So you as an individual, like how do you manage all of this?
Again, in initial stage, we do a lot of activities, campaigns without a money, which needs only our time and skills. So again, but sometimes money matters a lot, because if I want to buy some sanitary pad, I need a money. So after 1 year of our genuine activities, by seeing, we don't raise any crowdfunding, or we don't ask for money, but after seeing my personal life, some organizations comes together to being a supporting partner. So right now we are working with Save the Child USA. So it's a huge organization, so they are the supporting partner for our activities. So yes, again, if you do things genuinely, help comes from nowhere. Out of the blue you'll get a support. So it's not like you are using funds for your personal thing, because you are putting your time. That is the major fund, I can say. So by putting my time, and after knowing my story, many people comes together to support my cause. So that is the biggest support that I got from the society.
As you said, Lavanya, that you come from a family who have very narrow mind, like they don't even allow the girls to come out of their houses, and they want them to get married at a very younger age. So like in the initial stage, so who were your support system, like your family or your friends, like who were those people who said just go ahead with this organization, Lavanya?
So again, I'm the only one girl from entire family who completed graduation, but again I got a very bad experience in engineering. I didn't complete my engineering. Okay, so I was a very bright student. I got A plus, 90 plus in every standard, but at a time seeing failure in a life, in a studies, I can't even able to digest that thing. So that is another completely scenario. After that, again parallelly I completed my BSc electronics. So right now I am holding BSc electronic graduation. Okay, so my parents also not that much educated people, so they don't even know what does NGO mean. Okay, they don't even know where I am going. I'm a person, I'll fix my timings to college, home, college, home, college, home. Even I'm very dependent at that time. My father should be dropping me at the college. So that's the my entire life cycle until engineering. I was very dependent. I was very introvert. I was very like, people should not use phone much. I was very anti-social social media person. If somebody uses Facebook and Instagram, I feel like they are doing some mistake, because I was taught I was taught like that. But right now, I can say I'm the most influential person in Facebook, and I have a 5K above friends from different different across the country, across the globe. I have friends. So I'm very active on social media right now. So life shifted completely different manner. So I was a girl where I used to judge people, because the community and family which I come from, I was also very spiritual. Okay, so those teaching also helped me to be positive minded, helping people. Okay, but right now my parents think like I changed a lot. So right now they are happy. So the major experience which I have is one big article came in a Enadu paper. By seeing that, my parents get to know that I have an organization after a year. Until then, I didn't even reveal that I am running an organization, because they feel like very insecure. That kind of mindset my parents, every traditional family definitely would have. So right now, by seeing a lot of interviews in ETV television channel, print and electronic media, like, okay, my daughter is also doing something good, so let's not disturb her. So yes, right now that's going on.
Like they're proud of you doing this. Yeah. Also, you told that they got to know about Be the Change through the newspaper. So how was their reaction when they read your article on the newspaper?
So after getting to know about, like, my daughter is running an organization, they feel like she's very introvert. She's very, she doesn't even go to a shop to buy a milk packet. She doesn't even use phone. So another thing is I want to mention is, so I got my first phone when I was in engineering first. It is in 2015. I don't even know how to use Chrome then. I was taught all these things, like people should be like this. We need to be in that circle. So if I go out of that circle, I feel like I'm doing something sin. So that is my mindset. So after seeing that big article, it comes in, a very big article with my photo. My parents like, is this Lavanya or is this Lavanya or somebody else? But relatives or people from different districts, they started calling me. A lot of calls, like appreciating. At the age of 18, you're doing something great. So people started appreciating me. So then my parents got the confidence, like she can go anywhere. She can do something great.
So like, a girl who was so introvert, who was just in her own little space, and then now an extrovert, that you are just, on bigger platforms working with a lot of people. You are like a motivational speaker. So how does it feel like,
So yes, I was invited for one of the talks in 2018. The crowd was 2,000 to 3,000. So that is my on-stage speech delivering. So there I was very, I'm a person who can write a lot at the time. You can write a lot, but I can't express at the time. But I got a chance with a lot of great people, great, great in age, great in experience, great in profession and all. I was handled a mic, so I was just shivering then. But I was talking continuously for about 15 minutes. After knowing my story and all, I got a standing applause in the stadium. So that is my first ever. Then from then I've been giving talks at colleges, many Zoom calls continuously. Right now my favorite thing is to talking to people, motivating people.
So like it's like a drastic change.
Yes, completely drastic change.
Also, Lavanya, you have been awarded with a lot of awards, and you also hold the National Youth Icon Award and many other prestigious awards. So like when you got your first award, so how was that feeling and how did you feel about it?
Yes, my first award, it's in 2018 itself. The year itself, only down the line of 3 to 4 months, I got my first award, which is by Superwoman India. After that, I got National Youth Icon Award. It's a very prestigious award in 2019 by National Women Council. That's in Delhi. So the real award which I feel is, it's not like somebody is recognizing my work, but it's like somebody is getting benefited through my work. That's where I feel it's a real award. Whenever I go, I distribute sanitary pads for free of cost, and seeing smile in that women, that is my real award. That's what I feel.
And your smile speaks a lot that people can gradually have a change by seeing your smile itself. So when you go to slums, like you visit often, like once in a week or so, like how do you feel, like how do people of the slums feel when they see you, like children, when they see you, that you are coming up with a lot of things for them? So how is that feeling when you go and meet those children?
Yes. So whenever I go, some 4 to 5 children in especially the slum which is located in Miapur, they'll recognize me like Lavanya akka vachindi. The love and affection which is completely unexplainable, because they feel like I'm their own sister. They play with me, and also I roam around that slum. There were small huts in that. So I'll go and I'll sit, I'll talk to them. But volunteers are not comfortable like me by seeing me sitting with them, talking to them. So they feel like little bit comfortable, because the slum areas are all unhygienic and people are uneducated. It's completely different version there. So people recognize me, okay, last time మీరు వచ్చారు కదా, మీరు pads ఇచ్చారు, ఈ time ఇస్తున్నారు. So that kind of feedback we get. So it gives them a lot of self satisfaction.
Also, Lavanya, that you work for the menstrual hygiene, and there is a taboo for the women that they don't even want to use the sanitary pads. They are not used to all of this. So like when you start explaining them the importance of menstrual hygiene, how do they take up that? Do they happily accept this fact, or they react in a very other manner for it?
It's completely difficult for us initially. When we go to slum areas, they're feeling like they shy about talking about these menstrual health and hygiene. But day by day, months passes by, when we go again and again, so they'll understand the importance of it. Actually, they use cloths for when they get periods and all. It's very unhygienic. They don't even know basic health practices, washing their hands, how to decompose the pad that they have been using. So all these things, basic little things we teach. Those are very helpful and plays a key role in their life. So after that, they are saying, we don't have a money to buy sanitary pads. Right now we are getting for free. Okay, next time we save some money, whatever earning that we get, and we'll definitely buy. So that is the real impact. Continuously, if you are providing for free, it's not impact. If you make them to understand, if make them to buy on themselves, it's real impact. So we did a lot of change making feedbacks. We have a lot of feedbacks from women. So whoever part of our campaign, this menstrual health and hygiene awareness.
So like when you first started about this menstrual hygiene, are there women still practicing the same, or they had a drastic change? Like what is their feedback on it?
Yeah, especially 4 to 5 women from that slum, they completely changed their version of menstrual health and hygiene. They completely understood what is the importance of it and all. So they themselves come to me and saying like, we don't know all these things, we just use the cloths, wash again and again, we reuse it. So due to that, they get a lot of health issues, lot of fevers, stomach aches, a lot of health issues, which spreads also the children. So right now we got a very positive, at least 60 to 70% positive response from that slum. People are, they themselves sometimes buying pads. They themselves are coming, tell their feedback like, after you teaching, we are keeping our surroundings clean, whatever hut we have, whatever small space we have. So that is a real impact.
Okay. So also, Lavanya, apart from all these campaigns, you also stress on the organ donation. So like how is it important, and how can people make a change through this?
Yes. So organ donation, body donation is completely different. Most of the people may know about organ donation, but body donation is completely you're giving your body after your death, not while you're living, after your death. So it's a great cause actually. Some people are afraid of it. If you register, somebody do something to me. It's not like that. Even I register myself for the I'm a body organ donor. 2 years ago, I started these kind of campaigns to be published in my organization especially. So there are genuine organizations which are completely focusing on body donation. we never know, life is very short. It's not like then నేను ఎప్పుడు చనిపోతాను, you should not think like that. But at least in some place, if somebody passes away, your family or relatives, if in some place somebody needs some help, it might be eyes or it might be art, they are living after death also. So that is the major cause. So if you want to do body donation or organ donation, you need to register. There are many genuine organizations which are really promoting body donation. So you can go through their website and you can register that. You will be having one card with you. Then if something happens, if somebody in need of some organs, or you can connect. It's a completely network. So yes.
So it's like we are donating the whole body to
yes
them.
Again, so this is the major thing. Again, people after death, you need to give all of your body. It's not like organ. If you're an organ donor, you need to have 5 organs. People would consider in the registration 5 organs. But if you're a body donor, your complete body would go for every part of it go for. It's not like every part of it replaced. But it goes for some medical purpose, like medical student practicing some practicals and also it's per purpose.
Oh, okay. So we always hear about organ donation, but there
is a body donation also. So people should come forward, then only awareness will rise while you are living also.
And it is also a great initiative that once we are no more, then somebody else is living with those, somebody else is having a beautiful life. Suppose like if you are donating our eyes, then somebody else is able to see the world.
Yes.
So wonderful, Lavanya, that you're doing so much for the society, like right from working at the slums, she inspires, then the hair donation, now the body donation. So it's like many other things. Are there any other multiple hats that you hold on?
So right now I'm focusing on that, but yes, so I'm trying to get into administration through if I get a chance. Like my childhood dream is to become an IAS officer, where if we have a power and authority in our hands, we can do a lot more. So I'm in the process of that. So let's see how life molds.
You will surely crack that, because many people out there, they need you. So I just hope that you crack this exam and you can help a lot more people out there.
Thank you so much.
So it was so lovely knowing about your life journey, Lavanya. Lastly, winding up this episode, I would want you to give a strong message to all the audience watching this episode.
Definitely, thank you so much. So again, I always believe that if you are a youth, old person, homemaker, profession, CEO, XYZ, whatever your profession is, whatever tag that you are holding, whatever degree that you are holding, you are beauty, rich or ugly, whatever it might be, we have only one life. Again and again I can stress this a lot. We have only one life. Before you are going to leave this earth or planet, this space, how you are utilizing your life. You need not to become a millionaire, you need not to become a rich or beautiful, famous. It's all about finding your purpose, knowing, you are here for a reason. You are here for a reason. So know that reason, work for it, and you will definitely create wonders.
So it was lovely knowing about your life journey, and you inspire a lot with your initiative, because you started this journey at a very younger age, and you hold multiple hats as a motivational speaker, a podcaster, and someone who is making a change through her initiative, which is Be the Change organization. And also you have subdivisions in this that she inspires, celebrate the life, and you are also planning to come up with more initiatives. So, and I wish you all the luck for all your upcoming campaigns, so that you can make a difference in everybody's life, the ones who really need you. And I know that there are a lot of people, there are a lot of section of people who need people like you. So I wish you all the luck for this, and thank you for joining in this episode of Social Heroes, Lavanya. It was lovely knowing about your life journey, and it was a very inspirational life journey of yours. Thank you so much for joining in this episode.
Thank you so much, Aishi.
So viewers, this was Lavanya with us in this episode of Social Heroes, and this was her inspirational life journey. I hope all of you who are watching this episode of Social Heroes will take take backs from this episode, as her life journey is very inspirational, and as she is working on many campaigns like this, I just hope that this inspires you to take a step forward for all the needy living creatures on this earth, so that together we can make a difference. With this is Ayushi Farasi signing off. Stay tuned to PMC English for more updates.